So for all the talk about Oklahoma and Texas, Sooners, Longhorns, that's what we're getting in the Big 12 championship game. We actually have a 5-way tie atop the Big 12 standings with those two teams, plus K-State, Oklahoma State, and Iowa State. Of course, Kansas State hosts the Longhorns this week in a marquee Big 12 game in Manhattan. I feel like Chris Klieman's team, might be playing as well as anyone in the conference. The last 2 weeks, they've won by a combined score of 81-3. Now, you could say what you want, I guess, about the opponents, but how worried should Texas fans be about this game?
It's in Austin, so maybe not as much. I'd be worried a little bit more if they were having to go on the road.
Oh, so it's not in Manhattan, huh?
No, it's in Austin.
No,
okay, my bad.
And for that reason, I would lean towards Texas. And you're right, this is a big one. This will start eliminating teams, we think, in terms of how things will shake out. Oklahoma State has the easiest pathway to it, because I believe after this weekend's Bedlam, they play the three of the newcomers with UCF, Cincinnati, and Houston. So, this will be a big one for them. So this weekend, I think we'll have an idea of where things go. But it's funny, you're in a 5-way tie, and you got 2 of them with Texas and Oklahoma still, in the possibility of the college football playoff, but yet they may not even win their conference race. So, I remember, and you were around, Brice, maybe it was 2007 or 8. The Big 12 had like a similar situation, but back then the tiebreakers were so crazy, and we didn't know who was going to represent the Big 12 in it. But hopefully there's some contingencies, or we'll just have to wait and see how this thing plays out, and who beats who.
Yeah, I was around. I've been at the Trib 25 years, so I can remember that. Zach, what do you think?
I've been singing Texas's praises on this podcast all year.
Yeah,
I'm going to continue.
Burnt orange.
Yeah, well, whatever. I'm going to continue to. I think Kansas State has a very real case to be in Arlington come the end of the year, but I also think that Oklahoma is kind of a fraudulent team, but I still think Texas is the class of the Big 12, whether it's Malik Murphy or whoever their starting quarterback is. Throw in Arch Manning, I think talent wins out, and they have more talent than anyone in the Big 12. So I think they definitely should keep their head kind of on a swivel against Kansas State. Kansas State's a very good team, should not be overlooked, but give me the Longhorns.
Yeah, so I obviously misread it. I was sitting there thinking it was in Manhattan, but if it's in Austin, yeah, that feels like a little more obviously in Texas's favor. I agree. Zach and I saw the Longhorns earlier this season, and obviously Joseph, you did too. Of course, Houston played them tough. But yeah, they're good. They're really good. This is the best Texas team in a while. But could somebody else slip in there? K-State? Could Oklahoma State slip into that Big 12 championship game? It wouldn't completely surprise me. And that brings me to my segue, which is